Hey yo, what's decent? Yo, I haven't been on YouTube for a long period of time, and that's because this has been a combination of me going for overtime hours and the recent release of the Japanese PokeBank. So, I got my hands on a little bit of Pokemon that were being spread around for the GTS, and here is a battle with some of the updated Pokemon that I had the opportunity to train. So my opposition leads out with Manectric, and he switches out into Ferrothorn only to get Crush Chop, and then afterwards I'm going to switch up and go for the Ice Punch. He switches out into Jello, which I thought at first was like his Solomon, so I was like, I mean, then again, I wasn't even paying attention to the team preview because I have a Frillish, and I actually thought that it was a Jellicent for some reason. You know, Jello. But anyway, he goes and he burns himself with the Flame Orb, but he doesn't do anything because I'm able to retaliate back with the Wild Charge, finishing that clown off, and then afterwards I'm going to switch out into my new Pokemon. A big warm welcome for Cofagrigus, baby. I wanted to sing so bad. You have no idea, man. Oh my lord. I cannot believe how malicious this thing looks. Look at his 4 arms and look at that smut, man. This thing, I'll be seeing you in my closet for real, Cofagrigus. How can I just attacked it once and then just hightailed it all the way to like the living room? Oh my god. Thank you very much, Arcanine. I know I can counter you later on if I have like a burglar in my apartment. So anyway, he's gonna switch out into his Salamence only to get burned, as you guys did see. I'm gonna combine that with the Hex. So I like using Hex. It has its ups and downs. You can't always guarantee that you're gonna inflict the status on the opposition, but it's a nifty little tech that I like to use. I've always been contemplating that ever since 5th gen anyway. And now since PokeBank is out, a lot of players get access to a lot of nifty Pokemon that they didn't have access to earlier on when X and Y first came out. So hence why I'm even able to use Cofagrigus to begin with, you know? So this thing, I'm telling you, I fanboy Cofagrigus, honestly. So I was so happy. That was like the second new Pokemon that I got as soon as the 25th came about. So now Cofagrigus is going to switch out as his Ferrothorn comes into play. I'm going to switch out into Smeargle because I thought this was the open opportunity for me to go for my Spore or my Rocks or whatever. You know, it's just open opportunity because I figured that I can't prevent him from doing so, because idealistically the Hex coming from that set from Cofagrigus won't be able to finish off the Ferrothorn. Otherwise I would have stayed in and just easily finished off the Ferrothorn. So now he switches out into a Starmie after he Leech Seeds me, and I'm thankful that he actually did not go for like a Stealth Rock and or a Sticky Web, more importantly. So I'm going to switch out into my Cofagrigus after putting that Starmie to sleep, kind of completely forgetting that Starmie does have access to Natural Cure. It's been a long time since I've ever played against a Starmie, so I'm thinking like, you know, Starmie's asleep, I don't have to worry about Starmie in the future. But he goes out into Ferrothorn, misses his Leech Seed as I inflict a burn onto it, and just because he has the burn, that's going to ensure that my next attack coming from the Cofagrigus is going to be able to finish it off, which it does. So that's great there. He's going to switch in his Manectric now, and it's obviously his Mega Pokemon. And this actually was a little bit interesting. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit interesting because that sounds kind of condescending for me, like, oh, your Pokemon is just only a little bit interesting. But it was interesting because it was indifferent from the normal sets that I'm used to. What I mean by that is this Manectric is physical instead of special. So he went for the Howl. I was like, oh, wow, okay. I don't know. I've never played against a Mega Manectric before. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they switched it around. Maybe it's like Electivire and Electabuzz. Electabuzz was more known for its special attack, and then Electivire is more known for its attack. So I thought it was like exactly the same. But it comes to find out that he's just running a physical set. And he goes for the Howl. I have the Haze. He's burned. He's not going to inflict anything. And long story short, onto my Cofagrigus, I'm just going to go for the Haze like I just said before. And then afterwards, he goes for the Thunder Fang. And the burn is going to be enough to finish it off, coupled alongside with the Hex damage that I was able to inflict onto him earlier on. So now in comes his Starmie to revenge kill me, handily with the 2-hit kill. And I'm just going to go for the Hex to inflict some damage onto it. Luckily for me, it is Life Orb. I should say that because he's taking 10%. And Starmie is a huge threat since I don't have the Sticky Web up. So now I'm just going to go into my Porygon 2, go for the download. Since it is a special attacking mon that I'm facing against, it's not going to get the special attacking boost. He scores a critical hit, I'm able to retaliate back with the discharge and finish off the Starmie. And his last Pokemon is the Arcanine, so I'm pretty sure that he's going to lock himself onto close combat, his Info Dog. He's going to come in, like I said, he's going to go for the close combat. I'm just going to go for the recovery because I noticed that a lot of my parties, even though I'm like 5-1, if I'm not careful, he can turn around and come back and utterly sweep the rest of my team with just this Arcanine, believe it or not. So I'm just going to switch into my Smeargle as Death Fodder. He has a -1 defense drop, a -1, another -1. He's at -2, long story short. I'm going to switch into my Porygon since his Arcanine is a special attacker. Now I'm going to be able to get the special attacking boost that I need in order to finish this clown off. He's just going to go for another attacking move, and that is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. So, hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if I don't see you guys, and then peace. What you doing?